Somewhere, in a room you will never see, a machine is quietly learning how to break everything we rely on. Not weapons, not governments, but something far more invisible: mathematics. They call it Q-Day, the day quantum computers become powerful enough to crack the foundations of modern security. But here's the question no one is asking. What if Q-Day has already happened and nobody told us? To understand Q-Day, you need to understand what we are really protecting. Every message you send, every bank transfer, every password, every government system, all of it is protected by mathematics so complex that normal computers would take thousands of years to break it. But quantum computers do not think normally. They don't try every solution one by one. They explore all possibilities at once. And if they reach a certain threshold of power, they can solve problems that were once considered impossible. This is where Q-Day begins. The moment encryption stops being protection and becomes history. The strange part is not that Q-Day might happen, it's that we already know it is coming. Governments are preparing, companies are redesigning security systems, entire industries are quietly migrating to something called post-quantum cryptography. But there is a problem. Transitioning global security infrastructure is not like updating an app. It's like rebuilding every lock in every building while the city is still awake. And no one can agree on how close we are. Some experts say we are decades away. Others say less than 10 years. But a third group believes something far more unsettling: that quantum breakthroughs are not always announced and not always understood immediately. Imagine Q-Day already happened. Not publicly, not officially, but quietly, in a classified lab, or inside a corporate research facility, or somewhere we will never hear about. Because the first group to achieve true quantum decryption would not announce it. They would not warn the world. They would simply observe. Every encrypted system, every communication network, every digital identity, suddenly readable. Not in theory, but in practice. And in that moment, something strange happens. Nothing breaks. At least, not immediately. The world continues as normal, but privacy stops existing. If Q-Day already passed, we would not see explosions. We would not see collapse. We would see something worse: continuation, but without secrets. Every message you send could be read, every transaction could be traced, every system quietly understood by whoever holds the key. And yet, life would feel unchanged. Because the most dangerous revolutions are the ones no one notices at the moment they happen. The internet would still work, banks would still operate, governments would still speak of security, but behind the curtain, the rules of digital reality would have already changed. So the real question is not when Q-Day will arrive. It is whether we would even recognize it when it does. Because some thresholds in technology are not announced with noise. They are crossed in silence. And by the time the world realizes, it may already be living in a different version of itself. One where nothing is hidden anymore, and no one noticed the moment it began.